Good morning, welcome. This is TMI Socials. It's time for us to talk everything trendy on the world of social media or in the world of social media. Welcome on board. I am Anwoluwapo Stevens. Better still call me a social media butterfly. Now this morning we'll begin with the picture of the day, where we show a viral picture of our own very Senate President Godswill Akpabio celebrating his wife with glowing words and a kiss as she bags a doctorate. Now if we could have the picture right now, it would be totally appreciated. Now this picture was pretty much the talk of the town on socials. Well, a big congratulations to the Akpabio's family and hope to see more of this goodness moving forward. Away from that, former President Goodluck Jonathan has criticized the suspension of elected officials in Rivers State by President Bola Tinubu, saying the move is capable of denting the country's image. While speaking as the chairman at the Haske Foundation Colloquium in Abuja on Saturday, Jonathan said he was disappointed that elected officials had been removed. These actions by key actors in the executive and legislative arms of government paint the country in a negative light, he added. Now let's listen to the former president.
On television, and some of these are the issues we discuss. We're talking about building a society where no one is oppressed, as reflected in the top paragraph of our national anthem. As a former president and also from the Niger Delta, when the issue of suspending the governor came up, I think people call on me, oh, President Jonathan, oh, President Obasanjo, you should say something. People expected us to say something about what is happening. And of course, people don't even know that traditionally all over the world, former presidents hardly make statements about what the current presidents are doing because of the tension it could create in the country. In most cases, look at America, look at everywhere. So hardly for former presidents to make, sometimes you see and you believe. And of course, what is happening in Nigeria today regarding the situation in Rivers State is like an Indian proverb that said that if somebody is sleeping, really sleeping, you can easily wake up that person. But if the person is pretending to sleep, you find it difficult to wake up that person. The key actors in Nigeria, from executive to the legislature, locally, Senator Binta and others are here, and the judiciary, they know the correct thing to do. But they are refusing to do it. They are pretending to sleep. And waking such a person is extremely difficult because the person knows the right thing. A clear abuse of offices, clear abuse of power, clear abuse of privileges, cutting across from the three arms of government, from the executive to the parliament to the judiciary. And I always plead with our people that
all right, now let's have to wait and see how social media users have been taking this particular video. Now, interestingly, Wale Soyinka also had his own fair share, and he said he is not happy with what is going on currently in the country. He condemned the act of the president. Well, Adebayo Samuel says, as a former president and leader of the PDP, the former president ought to have called the quarreling sides in Rivers to order or mediate on the issues. He was quiet when the governor demolished the building of another arm of government and refused to pay them their salaries and allowances. PDP has two former presidents and one former VP, still much active in politics. They should have solved the Rivers political problem, but they were quiet until the current president acted, and now they are all issuing statements up and down. Adebayo has that to say. Away from that, Abayomi Olaniyi wrote, Obasanjo suspended Governor Dayura and Fayose for 6 months. See Jonathan, that is talking now, declared state of emergency in Adamawa, Borno, and Yobe. So why are you lamenting about Tinubu's decision to suspend Fubara? He is the commander-in-chief. Okay. Well, one more reaction from this user, Michael, who says, Tinubu saved rivers from a big crisis. Abuse him all you want. He acted as a president, unlike Jonathan, who let Boko kidnap 200 plus girls and was weak. If he had declared state of emergency in Borno, then those girls would have been rescued. Those girls faced life trauma because of the weakness of Jonathan. Tinubu is a strong leader. Nobody is talking about the pipelines that was blown. If Tinubu looked away, do you know that there would be fuel crisis by now? Don't use emotion, use logic. Well, still on the Rivers issue, or Rivers saga, shall I say, Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has made his first public appearance since the declaration of state emergency in the state and his subsequent suspension from office. The governor was seen arriving for worship at the headquarters of Salvation Ministries in Port Harcourt yesterday. Fubara's appearance comes days after President Bola Tinubu declared a state of emergency in Rivers on Tuesday, citing political tensions and security concerns. I remember during the course of last week, there were a lot of questions about Fubara's appearance or where he is at that moment. Where is Fubara? And a lot of presidents also came out to say he's missing. But it's interesting to know he has come out to debunk all of those rumors. Now let's have a feel of Fubara yesterday in Port Harcourt.
Yes, let's see.
Well, in the meantime, a fire incident has been reported on the gas pipeline along Soku Uba Wimuji, right off away in Rivers State. Now, the incident comes less than a week after a fire incident occurred on the Trans-Niger pipeline in Bodo Gokana local government area of the state. Away from that, turning our attention over to my third story for you for today would be a trending video of the Jigawa State Governor. Now, Umar Namadi, the Governor of Jigawa State on Friday, publicly expressed disappointment with the quality of work at the Berlin Gully Erosion Construction Control project of the state government. Now, the governor made the remarks during an on-site inspection of the project at Kago in Dusay local government area. He questioned the project consultant and the site engineer over the use of low-quality materials and raised concerns about the durability of a project designed to last 100 years. Let's take a look.
Look at this. Look at what is happening. Look at this. Look at this. Tell me that. I should be done according to my standard. Well, tell me, sir. So this is wrong. Just to be addressed immediately.
Moving over to tweets, let's see how social media users took the story online. Imagine hitting that stuff and whatever was coming out from it. Now, Temi fans is asking, did they mix it with turmeric? Because why is that stuff coming out of it and why is it red? Pretty Sasha says, and the government saying, and they say government is the problem, right? We too greedy, and that's the biggest problem. Moving over to other tweets in the story, Nick Perfumer wrote, approved budget, 500 million. Actual required budget, 20 million. Money used, 20K. This is Nigeria. Another reaction from Belly on Instagram. Stop giving contract by man, no man. Give contract to competent people. Signature says, why didn't you check the quality when the project started or employ a quality assurance supervisor, knowing fully well the type of people in that country? Well, as we wrap up TMI Socials this morning, a viral video of the Kogi State Minority Leader representing Yagba West local government, Honorable Idowu Ibinkule. He was seen supporting his people with a motorcycle tire. Take a look.
Camera low. Congratulations. Camera low.
Well, I don't know what to say, but this is Nigeria where anything is possible and anything can happen. Dr. Sandy Duke-Kokosu, imagine giving out just a worn tire.
That's the definition of madness. Madness taken too far, madness taken to another level entirely. I mean, what was he expecting them to do with just one tire? I mean, he could have just put the monies together and maybe give them in cash. And that perhaps would make more meaning, make more sense to me. But that's madness taken too far.
I remember going through a tweet, we didn't have enough time to take in. Someone said, when you re-elect me in the next election, the next whatever, I will give you the other part of the tire, so it makes it work that way.
It's quite unfortunate, but again, it brings to question the kind of people that, we bring to public offices. And that's exactly what you see some of them do. No knowledge, no information, no awareness, and they don't even know how to relate with their constituents, find out what they need, and then do something about what they need. So what do you get? These are the kind of things that you see in Paris. And it's quite disheartening that in this time and age, a man in the name of constituency, project, or whatever, you are giving out tires to your constituent. I mean, we've seen in time past where some assembly members or National Assembly members will give wheelbarrows and stuff like that.
Even goats.
Will go to their constituents. And maybe, on the other hand, that's what their constituents need to survive. Anyways, that's our package today on the show TMI on the ITV network. We hope you had a great time with us. On behalf of the entire crew members, I'm Sonny Chikosin. Thank you for staying with us. Have a great week ahead. Bye for now.